Hello all. Today we are going to discuss about region based segmentation. In this type of segmentation, some predefined rules are present which have to be obeyed by the pixel in order to be classified into similar pixel regions. Region based segmentation methods are preferred over edge based segmentation method in case of noisy image. Then next one is region grouping. Region grouping is a simple region-based technique, image segmentation method. It is also classified as a pixel-based image segmentation method since it involves the selection of initial seed points. The region grouping method is a well-developed technique for image segmentation. It postulates that neighboring pixels within the same region have similar intensity values. Region grouping is a procedure that grows the pixel or sub-region into larger regions based on predefined criteria for growth. The basic approach is to start with a set of seed points and form from these grow regions by appending to each seed those neighboring pixels that have predefined properties similar to the seed. Selecting the set of one or more starting point often can be based on nature of problem. The procedure is to compute at every pixel the same set of properties that ultimately will be used to assign pixels to region during the growing process. If the result of these computations shows cluster of values, the pixel whose properties place them near the centroid of these clusters can be used as the selection of similarity criteria depends not only on the problem under consideration but also on the type of image data variable. For example, analysis of land use satellite imagery depends heavily on the use of color. This problem would be significantly more difficult or even impossible to solve without the inherent information available in color images. When the images are not monochrome, the region analysis must be carried out with the set of descriptors based on intensity levels and spatial properties. Let f of x comma y denote the input image array s of x comma y denote a seed array containing first at the location of seed point and zeros elsewhere, and q denote the predicate to be applied at each location x comma y. Arrays f and s are assumed to be of the same size. The basic region grouping algorithm based on 8 connectivity may be stated as follows. First one, find all the connected components in S of x comma y and erode each connected component to one pixel. Label all such pixels found as 1. All other pixels in S are labeled 0. Form an image f of q such that at a pair of coordinates x comma y, let fq x comma y is equal to 1. If the input image satisfy the given predicate q at those coordinates, otherwise let fq xy is equal to 0. Third one, let G be an image formed by appending or to each seed point in S. All the one value point in FQ and are 8 connected to that seed points. Label each connected component in G with a different region label, example 1, 2, 3. This is the segmented image obtained by region grouping. Let us considering the example that segmentation by region grouping. Let the figure A shows an 8-bit X-ray image of well, the horizontal dark region containing several cracks and porosities. The bright regions running horizontally through the center of the image. We illustrate the use of region grouping by segmenting the defective weld region. These regions could be used in applications such as weld inspection for inclusion in a database of historical studies. or for controlling an automated welding system. The first order of business is to determine the seed points. From the physics of the problem, we know that the cracks and porosities will attenuate X-ray considerably less than solid weld. So we expect the regions containing these type of defects to be significantly brighter than other parts of X-ray image. We can extract the seed points by thresholding the original image using threshold set at a high percentile. Figure B shows the histogram of the image and figure C shows the thresholded result obtained with the threshold to the 99.9 percentile of the intensity values in the images, which in this case was 254. Figure D shows the result of morphologically eroding each connected components in figure C to a single point. In this example, we are interested in appending to each seed all the pixels that are connected to that seed and are similar to it. Using the intensity differences as a measure of similarity, our predicate applied at a location x, y is q is equal to true if the absolute difference of the intensity between the seed and the pixel at x, y is less than equal to t and false otherwise, where t is a specified threshold. Although this predicate is based on intensity differences and uses a single threshold, we could specify more complex schemes in which a different threshold is applied to each pixel and properties other than difference are used. In this case, the preceding predicate is sufficient to solve the problem, as the rest of this example shows. In this figure, E shows the absolute value of difference between the images in figure A and B. The image in figure E contains all the differences needed to compute the predicate at each location x, y. Figure F shows the corresponding histogram. We need a threshold to use in a predicate to establish similarity. The histogram has the three principal modes. So we can start by applying to the difference image the dual thresholding technique. The resulting two threshold in this case is T1 is equal to 68 and T2 is equal to 126. The figure G shows that the problems of segmenting the defects cannot be solved using dual threshold, even though the threshold are in a main values. Figure S shows the result of thresholding the difference image with only T1. The black point are the pixels for which the predicate was true, the other failed the predicate. Then next topic is region splitting and merging. Split and merge segmentation is an image processing technique used to segment an image. The image is successively split into quadrants based on a homogeneity criteria and similar regions are merged to create the segmented region. Let R represent the entire image region and select a predicate Q. One approach for segmenting R is to subdivide it successively into smaller and smaller quadrant region so that for any region Ri, Q of Ri is equal to true, we start with the entire region. If Q of R is false, we divide the image into quadrant. If Q is false for any quadrant, we subdivide that quadrant into subquadrant and so on. This particular splitting technique was convenient representation in the form of so-called quadrates, that is tree in which each node has exactly 4 descendants. The procedure used for region splitting and merge is: first, split into 4 disjoint quadrant any region Ri for which Q of Ri is equal to false. Second, when no further splitting is possible, merge any adjacent region Rj and Rk for which Q of Rj union Rk is equal to true. Stop when no further merging is possible. It is customary to specify a minimum quadrant region size beyond which no further splitting is carried out. Numerous variations are possible For example, a significant simplification results if in step 2 we allow merging of any two adjacent regions Ri and Rj. If each one satisfies the predicate individually, these result in a much simpler and faster algorithm because testing of the predicate is limited to individual chord region. As the example shows, this simplification is still capable of yielding good segmentation result. The figure shows the partial image and figure B shows the corresponding quadrants R represent the entire image region. Figure A shows a 560 by 560 by X-ray band image of the Cygnus loop. The objective of this example is to segment out of image the ring of less dense matter surrounding the dense center. The region of interest has sub-obvious characteristics that should help in its segmentation. First, we know that the data in this region has a random nature, indicating that its standard deviation should be greater than the standard deviation of the background and of the large center region, which is the fairly smooth. Similarly, the mean value of the region containing the data from the outer ring should be greater than the mean of the darker background and less than the mean of the lighter center region. Thus, we should be able to segment the region of interest using the following predicate, that is Q is equal to true if sigma is greater than A and M is lies between 0 to M, and false otherwise, where M and sigma are the mean and standard deviation of the pixels in a chord region and A and B are the constant. Next one is use of motion in segmentation. Motion segmentation has many important applications. It is used for video compression. With the segmentation, it is possible to eliminate the redundancy related to the repetition of the same visual pattern in successive images. It can also be used for video description tasks such as logging, annotation, and indexing. The first technique used for segmentation is spatial technique. An image can be represented in the form of 2D matrix where each element of matrix represents pixel intensity. These state of 2D matrices that depict the intensity distribution of an image is called spatial domain. One of the simplest approaches for detecting the changes between two image frames, f of xy ti and f of xy tj, taken at a time ti and tj respectively, is to compare the two image pixels by pixel. One procedure for doing this is to form a difference image. Suppose that we have a reference image containing only stationary components, comparing the image against a subsequent image of the same scene, but including a moving object, result in the difference of two images cancelling the stationary elements, leaving only non-zero entries that correspond to the non-stationary image component. A difference image between two images taken at a time ti and tj may be defined as d of ij xy is equal to 1 if magnitude of f of xy ti minus f of xy tj is greater than t and 0 otherwise, where t is the specified threshold. Note that d of ij xy has a value of 1 at a spatial coordinate x, y only if the intensity difference between the two images is appreciably different at those coordinates as determined by the specified threshold t. Next one is accumulative differences. Consider the sequence of image frame f of xy ti, f of xy t2 dash 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 up to f of xy tn, and let f of xy t1 be a reference image. An accumulative difference image ADI is formed by comparing this reference image with every subsequent image in the sequence. A counter for each pixel location in the accumulative image is incremented every time a difference occurs at that point location between the reference and an image in the sequence. Consider the following three types of accumulative difference images, absolute, positive and negative. The ADIs, assuming that the intensity values of the moving object are larger than the background. These three types of ADIs are defined as follows. Let R of xy denote the reference image, and to simplify the notation, let k denote the tk, so that f of xy k is equal to f of xy tk. We assume that r of x comma y is equal to f of x comma y comma 1. Then for any k greater than 1, the keeping in the mind that the values of ADI are counts, we define the following for the all relevant values of xy, that is ak xy is equal to a of k minus 1 xy plus 1 if magnitude of r of x minus y minus f of xy k is greater than t, where otherwise a of k minus 1 xy for otherwise. P of k xy is equal to p of k minus 1 xy plus 1 if r of x y minus f of x by k is greater than t, and p of k minus 1 xy otherwise. And nk xy is equal to nk minus 1 xy plus 1 if r xy minus f of xy k is less than minus t, n of k minus 1 xy otherwise, where ak x of t, pk xy and nk xy are the absolute, positive and the negative ADIs respectively after the kth image in the sequence is encountered. Next topic is how we can establishing the reference images. Let us consider the figure shows the three ADIs displays as intensity images for a rectangular object of a dimension 75 by 50 pixels that is moving in a southeast early direction at a speed of 5 root 2 pixel per frame. The images are of a size 256 by 256 pixels. We know that the non-zero area of the positive ADI is equal to the size of moving object. Second one, the location of the positive ADI correspond to the location of the moving object in the reference frame. The number of counts in the positive ADI stops increasing when the moving object is displayed completely with respect to the same object in reference frame. The absolute ADI contains the region of the positive, negative ADI. The direction and the speed of moving object can be determined from the entries in the absolute and negative ADIs. Then next technique is frequency domain technique. In the frequency domain, a digital image is converted from spatial domain to frequency domain. In the frequency domain, image filtering is used for image enhancement for a specific application. A fast Fourier transformation is a tool of the frequency domain used to convert the spatial domain to the frequency domain. Suppose that in a frame 2 t is equal to 1, the object has moved to coordinates x dash plus 1 comma y dash, that is, it has moved 1 pixel parallel to the x-axis. Then repeating the projection procedure discussed in the previous section yields the sum exponential j 2 pi a1 x dash plus 1 del t. If the object continues to move 1 pixel location per frame, then at any integer instant of time t, the result is exponential j2 pi a1 x dash plus t del t, which using the Euler's formula can be expressed as e raised to j2 pi a1 x dash plus t del t is equal to cos of 2 pi a1 x dash plus t into del t plus j sine of 2 pi a1 x dash plus t del t for t is equal to 0, 1 up to k minus 1. For a sequence of k, digital image of a size m by n, the sum of the weighted projection onto x-axis at any integer instant of a time is g of x is equal to t, a1 is equal to summation of x is equal to 0 to up to m minus 1, y is equal to 0 to up to n minus 1, f of x, y, t, e raised to j 2 pi a1 x del t for t is equal to 0, 1 up to k minus 1. Similarly, the sum of the projections onto y-axis is g by t a2 is equal to summation of y is equal to 0 up to n minus 1, summation of x is equal to 0 up to m minus 1, f of x, y, t, e raised to j 2 pi a2 y del t, t is equal to 0 1 up to dash 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 k minus 1, where as noted earlier already a1 and a2 are the positive integer. The 1D Fourier transform of the above two equations respectively are gx u1 a1 is equal to summation of t is equal to 0 to k minus 1 gx t a1 e raised to minus j 2 pi u1 t upon k for values of u1 0 1 dash 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 up to k minus 1, and gy is equal to u2 a2 summation of t is equal to 0 up to k minus 1 gy t a2 e raised to minus j 2 pi u2 t upon k. u2 is equal to 0 1 dash 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 up to k minus 1. In practice, computation of this transform is carried out using FFT algorithm. The frequency velocity relationship is u1 is equal to a1 v1 and u2 is equal to a2 v2. In this formulation, the unit of velocity is in pixel per total frame time. For example, v1 is equal to 10 is interpreted as a motion of 10 pixels in k frame. For frames that can taken uniformly, the actual physical speed depend on the frame rate and the distance between the pixel. Thus, if v1 is equal to 10, k is equal to 30. The frame rate is 2 images per second. The distance between the pixel is 0.5 meter. Then the actual physical speed in the x direction is v1 is equal to 10 pixel 0.5 m upon pixel 2 frame per second. 30 frames is equal to 1/3 meter per second. The sign of x component of the velocity is obtained by computing s1x is equal to d square re gxt a1 upon dt square for t is equal to n, and s2x is equal to d square im gxt a1 upon dt square for t is equal to n. Because gx is sinusoidal, it can be shown that s1x and s2x will have the same sign at an arbitrary point in time, and n is if arbitrary time, and if the velocity component v1 is positive. Conversely, opposite signs in s1x and s2x indicate a negative component if either s1x and s2x is 0. We consider the next closest point in the time t is equal to n plus minus del t. Similar comments apply to computing the sign of v2. Let us consider the figure Landsat frame. The figure illustrates the effectiveness of approach. Figure shows one of the 32 frame sequence of Landsat images generated by adding white noise to the reference image. The sequence contains the superimposed target moving at 0.5 pixel per frame in the x direction and 1 pixel per frame in the y direction. The target shown circle has the Gaussian intensity distribution spread over the small area and is not easily discernible by eyes. And this figure shows the spectrum of the equation or output or the result of the equation. This is all about the frequency domain techniques. Thank you.